Hello and welcome back to another episode of Money Mindset and Manicures podcast. I'm so excited that you are here and diving into this topic with me of meditation because it has truly changed my life. And most recently in the last 3 months, completely blown me away due to specific techniques that I've incorporated that have just enhanced my meditations to the ultimate and really have become a gateway for me to download, receive, and literally change so many things in my life and business. So I'm excited that you did not skip this episode because I know meditation is something that a lot of people talk about. It's talked about a lot on social media, especially in recent years. And I know you may also struggle with it, or maybe you do it frequently and it's just another tool in your tool belt that you haven't really fully tapped into. I'm excited that you are here. I promise you, you're going to take away some tangible things from this episode for you to start incorporating into it. But first, I do want to announce that in this episode, I am going to be announcing the winner of our first $100 Visa gift card giveaway. So with the launch of this podcast, I have been running a giveaway where if you leave a review, screenshot it, and then post it to your Instagram stories by tagging Money Mindset and Manicures Instagram account, and then also my personal Instagram account, which is I am Samantha Kazuch, all down in the show notes. But if you do this, you are entered to win a $100 Visa gift card. If you have not left a review yet, and if you love this podcast or have received some insight and have something that you have taken away from one of these episodes, please leave a review. It really helps a new show like this one get out into the algorithm podcasting world. And it allows me to just keep curating really awesome content and podcasts for you. And it does give me feedback on how I can improve and make it even better because there's so much more that is coming for you, babes. And I'm just so freaking excited about it. Let's get back to talking about the importance of meditation. Now, of course, meditation has been around for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, and it's found in various cultures and spiritual traditions. And it goes really far beyond the relaxation and stress reduction and anxiety reduction. It goes far beyond that. And I can say this because I have experienced that in my life. Now, I've been meditating for multiple years now, on and off sometimes, but in the last 3 months, I meditate every single day, and not just every day, but at least twice a day. And I'll share deeper in this episode on the why, on the how you can increase and make your meditations even better. So we will get to that. But I want to talk a little bit about the real importance of meditation, because I know out there right now, everyone just talks about it to help you relax and help you decrease your anxiety. But there are a couple other characteristics of meditation that can literally help you change your life. And the first big one is that meditation actually changes the structure of your brain. It changes the structure of your brain. So there was a study conducted by Harvard where researchers found that practicing meditation and mindfulness for at least 8 weeks increases the gray matter density in your brain. And gray matter density in your brain is associated with memory, learning, and self-awareness. This is huge because if you are a daily practitioner, first of all, 8 weeks goes by very quickly, but imagine just compounding this type of practice over and over and over again for months and years. Right? This is just going to help your brain structure so much, especially in a reality right now where we do a lot of things that can hurt our brains. Who doesn't want a better memory? Who doesn't want assistance with better learning? And of course, self-awareness. Like that is the key when it comes to meditation, is all about getting to know thyself. It's that quote unquote stillness of the mind where you cannot really, it's impossible to clear every single thought, but that stillness and that self-awareness of knowing of what's going on inside your soul, inside your heart, inside your body, and becoming aware of that is huge. And then the second thing kind of stemming off of that is the cognitive function of meditation, and it enhances to improve your focus and attention. So there's another study, there's multiple studies on all of this, but these are just ones that I found really recently where people who underwent really intense meditations, It improves your attention and cognitive flexibility. Who doesn't want to improve their attention and focus? Especially in a world today where we literally have the attention span of a goldfish, right? How many times do we scroll through Instagram and we're just looking for that next dopamine hit? We can't stay like, even being in social media and being a content creator, we have to create videos that, can hook someone in 3 seconds. Otherwise we lose their attention, right? So being able to stay focused more on things, who doesn't want that? And then of course, the reduction of stress and anxiety. You already know this, but yes, if you are suffering from depression, anxiety, just all the feels, right, that are not good, coming back to meditation is super key. And that's also, I think, the one thing that really stops people from actually wanting to meditate, because they subconsciously fear of what's going to come up. Like, people don't usually enjoy being in their feels, especially when they're negative ones or when they're going through something. It's like we'd rather rush to numb that with something else, whether it's watching TV, eating food, drinking alcohol, drugs, all those sorts of things. But if we can bring it back to knowing yourself, this is where the transformation can actually start to happen. Really, what I want to talk about today is how you can create this magical routine that you are actually obsessed with. Guys, I have gotten to a point where I literally cannot wait to meditate. And before, I've been doing this practice for years. It's not that I would meditate every day. Some days, like, I'd sometimes go weeks without meditating. And of course, I would feel that. And I know I'd want to come back to it. But I have created such a beautiful routine in my life now where I'm actually excited to do it. How I even started meditating was going way back when I really just started learning about how I can change my life, and meditation was always brought up. So I just kind of did it. And in the beginning, I know that meditation is hard. So if you struggle with actually sitting down to do it, if you struggle with after a couple minutes of closing your eyes and crossing your legs and putting your hands on your knees, palms facing up or palms facing down, you're sitting there and you're like, oh my gosh, I have all these racing thoughts. I can't stay focused. I can't clear my head. I get that. But what I actually first started doing is I started with guided meditations, and guided meditations were a game changer, and they're super easy to find. What I would used to do is I would go on YouTube. I'd search for, depending on how much time I had. So if I had 10 minutes to do a meditation, I would search 10-minute guided meditation for X, Y, and Z. And that X, Y, and Z would totally depend on what I was currently sitting in. There were some days where I was feeling sad, so I would look for a meditation, guided meditation for letting go. I sometimes felt like, today I'm in my power. Like, how can it assist me in my business and things that I need to do? So I'd research a guided meditation for my higher self. I would sometimes, if I was going through a heartbreak, I would guided meditation for love, self-awareness. Like, you could literally put in guided meditation for, and then put in a word of the feels that you're currently feeling, or the thing that you want to work through, the thing that you want to let go of, the thing you want to step into, and you will have a ton of guided meditations. And just pick one of those and just force yourself to sit through it. Because I know at first it's uncomfortable. And it's mostly uncomfortable because it's you literally sitting with yourself. And the beauty about guided meditations is it helps filter out your own thoughts. Sometimes it does generate a thought because you get guided to a place and all of a sudden your brain starts going off. And the only thing that I have as far as advice as that goes is have the thought and let it float by and float away. And if you catch yourself going down a rabbit hole of thoughts, as soon as you catch yourself, be like, oh, okay, let's get back to meditation. Don't beat yourself up for it. Don't tell yourself, oh gosh, I did it again. I suck at meditating. Don't do that. Just come back to it, because meditation is like going to the gym and starting to work out for the first time. Right? At the first time, your muscles aren't that strong. You started to lift heavy weights. It is hard. It is frustrating. You feel sore the next day. And guess what? You just have to keep going back to the gym, right? Like, if you want to get stronger, you got to keep lifting those weights day after day after day. Same thing goes for meditation. Everyone sucks at it in the beginning, and everyone is uncomfortable with it in the beginning. But the point is that meditation is a practice. And with a practice, you have to do it more frequently. Every single day that goes by, you're going to get better and better and better at it. And maybe you'll get to a point where you no longer need or desire a guided meditation. Maybe you get to a point where I am at now, where I just turn on some frequency music, or I even have a playlist that's called Drop In, and I use that to help me drop into meditation. And I'll get more to that on my routine later. But you will get to a point where you no longer need someone to guide you through it. You'll know what your body needs and you'll just sit through it. Okay, babe, I know you're listening to this podcast because I know that you have a desire to change your life and accomplish big goals, right? But I also know that something has been holding you back on going after those big goals. Or maybe it's that you self-sabotage, or maybe you've set these big goals and you get really overwhelmed and you just don't go after them altogether. Well, I want to introduce you to a journal that is literally going to help you change your life and help you actually manifest and accomplish any desires or goals that you have. It's called the Manuscripting Journal, and it's the #1 selling manifestation and goal setting journal designed exclusively for empowering women just like you to up-level and change your life. Now, if you haven't seen this journal on social media already, I want to share with you that it is literally your personal guide to manifesting your dreams and unlocking your true potential. And inside its beautifully curated pages, you'll discover powerful daily journaling pages, workbooks, and exercises to help you set goals, help you plan your dreams, and manifest the life that you deserve. Plus, the one thing that I had to include, and it was a non-negotiable with this journal, is that it needed to have a community. So you'll also have access to join an online community filled with thousands of women just like you who are on the same path using the journal. So I invite you to join me and these thousands of women who have already embraced the power of manifestation and changed their life using the Manuscripting Journal. And I also want to gift you with a special 15% off code on your first journal order by using the code Money Mindset. The code is Money Mindset. So head over to manuscripting.com today and embark on a transformative journey by ordering the journal. So go ahead, check out the show notes, empower yourself. Answer the call to getting this journal. If this is speaking to you, I want you to join us. It's time to script your dreams into reality with the Manuscripting Journal because you deserve to create and manifest a life that you're completely obsessed with. See show notes for details. Second thing that I started doing is really creating a vibe around this routine practice. So I meditate right now in the morning or lunchtime-ish. If my usually mornings I go to the gym and do some sort of stuff, but usually if I can't get it in the morning, I'll do it at midday before I really start dropping into work. I always, Mark and I always end our nights with this meditation. And what we have done is created a complete vibe. So with my meditation practice, and if you're a part of the manuscripting community and have a manuscripting journal, of course, meditation is included in that. And I highly recommend always having a journaling practice to assist with your meditation to do it right after. But I have everything set up. So every single day, all of my tools that I use for my meditation, journaling, morning routine practice is already set up right there. I'm not running around the house trying to find, oh, where did I leave my journal? Or, oh, where is my meditation mist? Or, oh, where's my aura spray and my candles and my matches? No, I have a little dedicated table in my living room where I keep everything there. When I wake up and I want to go meditate and journal, it's all right there. And then I've just created a vibe around that. And in the evenings, what Mark and I do, so we sit down to meditate every single night. And we just started doing this 3 months ago. And what we do is we turn down the lights in the house and we light all the candles. And then we also got 2 of those galaxy solar planet lights, you know, the ones that light up all the stars and have like the really cool galaxy kind of vibes. We have 2 of those lights. We turn those on. So our living room is a freaking vibe. So immediately in both of those 2 situations, And especially in the morning when, of course, it's light out, so I can't turn on a bunch of galaxy lights and stuff and make it a vibe that way. But what I do is I light candles. I burn Palo Santo or different other smudgy herbs. I make it a vibe with the scent. And of course, I have it in a place where I have a big amethyst cathedral tower. It's all my plants, and it feels good to be in that living space. So I've created a vibe for both the morning or afternoon time and also in the evening, where that as soon as I light all the things, set everything up, my body automatically knows. It's like a signal to my body because it's gotten so used to it. Like, oh, okay, it's time to relax. Like it creates that transition piece for me to go from either daytime craziness, hustle, dinner, Milo, all of those things to then, okay, we're switching to like relaxing mode, the meditation mode. So it's really about creating this beautiful vibe for yourself that one, you are excited about, that you feel good in. And it's just another step and piece of your routine puzzle to make it an absolute vibe. When I have all of this set up, the first thing that I do is before I start anything, before I really start any music, or I might even just start a playlist, I take a deep breath and I just allow my tummy to fill up fully with air into my lungs, breathe in and just breathe out and just allow myself to like start melting the day away. Or if I'm doing this in the morning, it's just breathing in that first breath of basically of fresh air. And throughout the meditation, I am very conscious of breathing. I specifically bring this up because I am definitely victim to this, is that usually as women, and I know men listen to this too, and maybe men, you do this as well. I don't know. But as women, we tend to constantly hold our stomachs in. We flex our abs. We want to be seen as skinny as possible, right? So for me, doing that my entire life, and I think also this comes from just being a model and just always having to look super fit and all of that. This might come from that. I don't know if you ladies out there that weren't models resonate with this as well. We've been taught to just suck our tummies in and, standing up tall, chest high. So when I'm talking about breathing like deep belly breaths, it's like you're expanding your belly, filling up your lungs with air and truly breathing. And another thing that I would do too, and I don't know if this resonates with anyone else, but I typically hold my breath. I will literally catch myself holding my breath. And of course, I'm still breathing. I'm not passing out. I'm somehow getting oxygen in. But I notice myself that I don't take super deep breaths a lot throughout my day. And I don't know really where this stems from. It might just be because I'm used to just sucking in my stomach and just holding it tight. I literally wear an Apple Watch to remind me to breathe. There's a function on there where it says like, take a deep breath. And I have that set on there to like remind myself to actually breathe. So this is something that I want you to be aware of, because as you meditate, having this oxygen, this fresh oxygen move through you is super important. And it's something to just have a part of your practice to just make it even better. So as I'm just dropping in and allowing myself to get settled and comfort and to allow my body to relax, I then, if I'm not listening to a guided meditation, and if you are not listening to a guided meditation and you still feel like, oh my gosh, these voices in my head, I can't stop thinking, I keep spiraling, I can't seem to settle down, I have a really good suggestion for you to do. Ask a question. Ask whatever it is that you believe in, whether it is source, whether it is God, whether it is the universe, whether it's your spirit guides, whether it is your team, whether it is your higher self, whatever it is that you believe in, I want you to ask it a question. So for example, it could be something along the lines of, universe, what do I need to do next with X, Y, and Z? And maybe right now you're in a place where you're struggling with stuff in your business, and you could literally ask that. Or maybe you can ask, universe, what do I need to know today? Universe, please support me with X, Y, and Z. I am open to receiving guidance. Just by asking a question allows you to be open to receiving, which is super powerful. And I recently started doing that. Maybe in the last couple years, I don't even know why I started doing it. Again, all kind of intuitive, but I started doing that. And that was a real game changer for me because that allowed to kind of focus the meditation on something specific versus having your brain go a million miles an hour. And again, if you're doing that, if your brain is doing that, don't beat yourself up for it. Like just allow it to come in and allow it to pass through. And the one thing that I love about meditation is that it is truly healing. I've used meditation in so many times in my life, times where I had heartbreak, times when someone had done me wrong and I couldn't forgive them, times when I was struggling in my business, times when I was just yearning to connect with my higher self and this woman that I was trying to become. The themes that you can create for yourself in meditation is honestly so much fun. And of course, can be painful at times, especially if you're in maybe a painful place right now or struggling with a lot of different things. But the beauty of meditation is to get things up and out. So there are many times that I cry in my meditations and I just let it flow because a lot of times if you are a very busy person or if you don't spend a lot of time with yourself or allow yourself to express emotions, all of these things can get bottled up inside of us. And when they get bottled up inside of us, it's really hard to change your life because all of these things are holding you back. Think about meditation as a way of allowing yourself, your mind, body, and soul to release anything that has been holding you back. It is such a powerful modality. And I feel like it's gotten to a point where everyone talks about it so much that I'm like, does anyone even do this anymore? Or do we just talk about it and not sit down and actually do it? So use this as a tool. Like if you're in a place right now where you want to change your life, like you 100% should be meditating because I promise you with what comes up and through that could literally be a game changer. And I'll share with you, there have been numerous times where meditation has literally allowed me to receive information, to create new products, to make decisions in my business, to make decisions in friendships, to literally make life-changing decisions. And some of the things that have come through meditation have literally created hundreds of thousands of dollars in my business. I'm not kidding. I wouldn't be saying this if it wasn't true. This is how much I love to meditate. And so much so that in the last 3 months, I've been able to take my meditation routine even deeper. And that's because I was introduced to this one product that has literally been a game changer for meditation. And I am actually hesitant to talk about this product because I feel it is kind of a product that is, I don't want to say it's for experienced people, but when I explain it to you, I just want you to know that this is a product that I say to use with caution, use wisely, talk to experienced people or even the manufacturers or sellers of this product if it's a right fit for you. And that's all I'm going to say with that. So this isn't coming across as medical advice. This is a use at your own discretion, but I am only sharing it because I do not gatekeep. And I feel like I've low-key been gatekeeping this for 3 months, but I didn't really have a place to kind of share about it. I've posted about it a couple times on Instagram, but very nonchalantly, and I've gotten a few DMs about it. And I'm like, I cannot not share this because if this changed things for me so much, my community and people who want to change their lives also need to know about it because this could just be the thing that you need to allow yourself to fully drop into your body. And I'm just going to go ahead and explain what it is. It is this Zen meditation mist. And what's in it is a sacred Amazon herbal extract blend. So basically it's a medicinal blend of plants from the Amazon. And what this blend does and what you actually do with it is it's a little tiny bottle. And what you do with it is you spray a little bit in each nostril. If you're familiar with hape, it is kind of like hape. I think it pretty much is like Hubei. It's kind of hard to tell because it doesn't list exactly what herbal extracts are in this. However, all of this, by the way, this is something that lasts 10 minutes. It doesn't show up on drug tests or anything like that. It doesn't do anything crazy, doesn't give you visuals or anything like that. This is literally a mist that helps you fully drop into your body, and it helps you calm and quiet the mind. It helps reduce anxiety and stress. And the one thing that's really so powerful about this meditation mist is that it stimulates the vagal nerve. And if you don't know what the vagal nerve is, it is actually one of the longest and most important nerves in the body. And it's part of the autonomic nervous system, which controls all of the involuntary functions in the body. And that includes basically everything from breathing, digestion, your fight or flight, your stress, your anxiety. And the vagus nerve originates in the brainstem, and it extends all the way down through the neck, through the chest, through the abdomen, connecting all various organs along the way. Basically, the primary function of this nerve is to transmit information between the brain and the organs. Basically all the organs like in your chest, in your abdomen, which includes your heart, your lungs, your liver, your spleen, your stomach, and your intestines. It helps you relax literally everything in the body. When I use this meditation mist, when I tell you how I describe it, and it is truly undescribable because I've never experienced anything like this, but it literally, when you spray, so you spray it in your nose and you have a tingling sensation. Sometimes it might burn a little bit, but it's fine. It's truly fine. It's safe. But what it feels like is it feels like you just feel this whoosh all over your body. This happens within like 30-ish seconds. And the whole experience lasts about 10 minutes. You just feel like you drop into your body, and it's like you let everything go. But at the same time, it feels like you completely leave your body and you're like one with the fucking universe. It is the most incredible experience. When I tried this for the first time, and I'm so grateful for my friends to have introduced this to us, to Mark and I, but it was just like, holy crap. It was incredible. So when you see me post on social media with my morning routine and I say, going to Jupiter, that's literally what I mean, because that's what it feels like. It's like you drop in, but you completely leave, and you're just like one with the freaking universe. And just by hearing that, like imagine the freaking power that you feel when you start a meditation like that. And that's why I no longer need to do guided meditations as often. And actually, I haven't in 3 months. I just play frequency music, and Mark and I have an awesome drop in. It's a playlist called Drop In that we actually received during one of our plant medicine ceremonies. So we've been using that, but that's all I listen to, because as this is happening in my body, I am literally connecting with source. I'm literally connecting with the universe. I'm letting whatever's in me to come up and leave. And then also it creates this incredible channel for receiving information and for download. So it's this incredible two-way highway happening with you, your mind, body, and soul, and co-creating with this universe or source or God, whatever it is that you believe in. It is just the most incredible heart-opening experience. I feel insanely grounded, and that's how I'm receiving incredible downloads through this. So it is just so freaking powerful. If you right now are struggling with meditation and you have tried everything and it is just something that's just like, oh, like what's going to help me drop in? I'm literally only sharing this product with you because I feel like more people need this experience, because I just feel like this could be the one thing that is going to lead you through to your next breakthrough, because it definitely did it for me. And it does it night after night after night after night, day after day after day after day of using it. It's been a game changer. I'm sharing this with you so you go to use it. If you do go and buy it, which if you need the link for it, please DM me on Instagram, other than Money Mindset and Manicures podcast Instagram, or my personal Instagram. I can help share more information on it. Use cautiously. And again, like just be smart with it and do your research. Always say, do your own research with these things and let me know how it goes for you. If you do decide to use it, or if you already know what I'm talking about and you do use it already, let me know. And then the magical thing that happens after I'm done with this meditation experience, and usually Mark and I, whether individually or together, we do this meditation. It allows us to drop in for at least 30 minutes. We usually put on a song that's about 20 minutes long. So we know from start to finish how long that 20 minutes is. And then usually we will stay in it for another couple songs. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we'll just go straight into journaling. I'm telling you, the time just flies. It's insane. I don't know how else to describe it. I wish I had known about a product like this sooner, but at the same time, I'm glad that I started off with really forcing myself to meditate and learning how to calm my mind and learning to go through guided meditations and that sort of stuff. So I'm sharing this. If you feel inclined to go for it and use it, go for it. The one thing that I always love to do after I meditate, which I feel is so important, is you have to record the information that came in, however you want to call it, record it by writing it down. So important. And if you're a part of the manuscripting community, of course, if you have your manuscripting journal, you already know meditation is part of the routine. And after that, you go into your journaling practice. But I do recommend always having that pen and paper handy. There are so many times throughout my meditation that something comes in and I just want to open my eyes and write it right away because I'm afraid it's going to leave my head. But I just wait till I'm done and I write everything down. And another really cool thing that you can do after you're done meditating is doing intuitive journaling, which is literally just taking a pen, your paper, and after you're done meditating, put that pen to paper and just start writing. No prompts, no thought, just literally the second a word or a thought comes into your head, write it out. And this is going to happen as you're going to start writing really quickly. It's going to look like chicken scratch because it's like you cannot keep your pen up because we obviously think faster than or receive thoughts faster than we can write. But that's another really powerful technique that I started doing right after meditation that again led to so many breakthroughs, so many aha moments, so many ideas for my business, especially like if you guys only knew how many decisions I've made in my business through this practice that has literally led to thousands, now hundreds of thousands of dollars, it would blow your mind. There are so many, so many. So this is why I have dedicated an entire episode to meditation because I thoroughly want to stress to you the how, the why, the different techniques that you can implement and how you can just create a vibe out of it. So it's something that you look forward to and not something that you look at like, oh, gotta meditate. Great. This is going to be hard and leaves you frustrated just by starting to incorporate these little things, whether it's just setting up and creating a vibe for your whole routine practice, because it should be, right? It will be meditation. It will be lighting your candles or lighting your incense or herbs, or you have your higher self aura mist, which is at the manuscripting.com shop. It's your journal. It's creating the vibe, turning on the music, having the dedicated playlist, all of that, creating all of that. But really just coming back to the importance of meditation. It's not just for people who are stressed out and anxious or depressed, right? It's not. It's for everybody. So you can know thyself. That's what meditation is for you to come back home to you. Because we live in a world today where things are so fast paced. Social media is fast paced. Our reality is fast paced. I sometimes can't even believe we're already in August. I feel like we just started the year. Like, what is time? Things are moving so quickly. So if you can just take at least, I'm going to say 10 minutes. I like to say 5, but let's be real. 10 minutes out of your day to just sit with you, sit and listen to your body, sit and breathe, sit and allow yourself to receive guidance. And allow yourself to release and let go and heal. I promise you, it's going to be super life-changing for you. So I want to know, Do you meditate? Are you going to start meditating? And are you going to implement any of these tips that I've shared in this episode? Before we go, yep, I left it to the end. I may have tricked you, but I'm going to announce the winner of our $100 Visa gift card giveaway. And I'm going to tell you, this was hard because, of course, all the reviews are just so amazing. I literally started crying reading most of them because releasing this podcast, this is something that I've been holding back from doing for multiple years now. And I finally had the time and space to launch it this year, which I'm very excited about. This is so fun for me to record these episodes, but to read your feedback and to hear how just these few episodes so far have impacted you and how comfortable you feel with listening to me in these podcast episodes. It's just unlike anything else. It truly is. So I'm so grateful for you to be here. So the winner of this $100 Visa gift card is Chris Santiago. So I'm going to read her review. And she wrote, I love the podcast already. I definitely believe that in order to attract abundance, that you need to be around like-minded people. Samantha creates a sense of closeness in these episodes, and I feel like I'm listening to a friend. Episode 2 definitely left me feeling inspired, and I can't wait to hear more. Thank you, Chris Santiago. I would love for you to DM us to claim your $100 Visa gift card. And if you are listening right now and haven't entered, or maybe you already did leave a review, you still have 2 more chances in episodes number 6 and 7 for you to win. So stay tuned for upcoming weeks, and I'll be announcing a winner per episode. So I thank you so much for tuning in, for hitting play today. I hope this is leaving you inspired because, of course, in order to change your life, it takes one step at a time, which is going to lead to one episode with me at a time. So thank you so much for listening. I'll see you on the next episode.